Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to my fish room. If you guys are new to the channel, I have a whole bunch of fish tanks in my bedroom. And today we're just gonna go over each fish tank and I'm gonna show you guys updates on each fish tank and how they're doing. So I think we should start off with Slippy over here. This is my clown knife that I got from Predatory Fins about 1 year ago. And I get a lot of comments about why he's alone in the tank, and it's because he's really aggressive. He's one of my favorites. He's just in a 40-gallon lawn, and it just has a simple heater and a hang-on back filter. Not much going on in this tank. This is my 75-gallon that I have one Oscar named Sheriff. I've got a couple firemouth cichlids. I believe I have 5 of them. This is Batman, which he is a Starry Night cichlid. And there's also keyhole cichlids in here, a pair of male and a female. There is the female back there. Honestly, my favorites are these firemouths. They are so colorful and they light up. They're always colorful like this when you come in my room. I just love the reds on them, the purples, the blues. I think the firemouth is an extremely underrated fish. In my opinion, the Starry Night is like a friendlier Jack Dempsey. If you tried to put a Jack Dempsey in this tank, it would absolutely murder everything in this tank. And I've tried Jack Dempseys a lot in the past, and I just think these guys are so much nicer than a Jack Dempsey. If you guys don't know, this tank has a breeding colony of plecos. So I've got a bunch of bristlenose plecos in here, along with some clown plecos. Yeah, there's a bunch of plecos in here. Cylinder tank. Now the story on this one is I got this stand tank and everything on Facebook Marketplace for about 50 bucks. The guy lived probably 3 minutes from me and he dropped it off for free. He brought it to me, so I pretty much sent this tank up a whole bunch of different ways, but right now we have it set up as a community style. It was perfect for an angelfish setup. So I do have a big female angelfish in there, along with a bunch of rasbora, barbs, tetras, you name it, corydora, they're in here. Moving on, over here is kind of my quarantine section. So I just picked up a bunch of rummy nose tetras, and I picked up this gold severum. Now the rummy nose are not doing too well, and it's one of the reasons I've never really bought them, because I've heard that they don't do very well. I bought about 18 of them and I only have 7 or 8 left. So they did not do very well, but the severum seems to be doing fantastic. I love the colors on this little guy. Gold severum was a really good addition, and I think I'm going to fill this tank up all the way, and I'm going to be moving all the fish from this quarantine tank. This tank just looks really empty, but there's just a bunch of little tetras in here. These are glass. These are Indian glass tetras. And they all really like to hide back here. But I thought these guys were cool. Their bodies are just see-through, and they're just like a regular tetra, but they're see-through. So there's a bunch of those in here. They're pretty hard to see in this tank, but there's a whole bunch of them in here. And then there's an angelfish. And is to hopefully fill up this tank with water and move all these fish over. And then that way we'll have rummy nose, we'll have a gold severum, we'll have an angelfish, and those tetras in here. And then this tank will be open so I can start getting more fish. In the middle here, we have Samurai. This fish really isn't quarantining anymore. Let me move my chair. So this is Samurai. This fish really isn't quarantining anymore, but I did make a whole video series on this fish. When I got it, it had no fins, and it was just in a little cup on the shelf, and I hate to see a fish with no fins dying in a cup. So I ended up buying this fish, and it looked nothing like this when I got it. Here you can see he's very purple and pink now. When I got him from the fish store, he had no color to him really at all. I think this betta fish is super cool, and that's why I have this little tank here in the corner just for him. But this is a male Samurai betta fish, and we named him Samurai. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoy looking at my fish tanks and everything going on in the fish room, let me know. Leave a like on the video and comment down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Peace.